Josh Groban, welcome.
Oh, I'm here in my meat suit. I'm here, really here.
Your
No screens.
meat suit.
Yeah. It is so great to be back to see you guys. Thank you so much
good
for
to see you
having
in
me.
person. Yeah.
So how you been?
Well, we've been great. I don't know. Seriously, I think you're number 3 in person since the beginning of the year.
Oh man,
John Taylor,
Yep.
Simon Le Bon,
Oh wow.
and you.
Oh, I'm in great company.
Yeah.
I'll take third.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Actually, you're fourth, Gavin DeGraw.
No,
Okay,
and
all
Gavin.
right.
Gavin.
I know.
Yeah, that was
Well, it's
anyway.
first place in my heart. It's so great to be back with you. I mean, you first of all, you've gotten me through so many sad days during the last couple of years in my felt onesie,
I know.
crying into my granola. But we were talking off the air just about how grateful we are to just be back in front of our microphones,
Yes.
doing what we love to do and being able to see our friends and sing for our friends and talk to our friends. And so thanks for being my friend.
Well, thank you for being our friend. And you're back on stage
Yeah.
in front of real people.
I know, after about 4 live streams that we did during the pandemic, where, I mean, it was incredible to do those because, technology. I still love technology.
Yeah, you did our iHeart big
I did
meeting,
the big iHeart,
sales
exactly.
meeting.
Did a bunch of stuff for
Yeah.
iHeart. And, you don't realize till after you're done performing how many countries, 90 countries, whatever it is, tuned in. You see the tweets and the Instagram. But it is disconcerting to sing for that long without applause, without feeling that. Some nights feel that way anyway. But it was, it was a means to an end. But to be able to be out again, and especially with these venues we're doing outdoors, to be under the stars and feel the fresh air and to be in front of our friends again doing what we love is going to be a blast.
Yeah. So, we have Santa Barbara, and then you are coming here
Yes.
To the Greek.
Where it all started.
And Josh's team just told us we have front row tickets to give away.
You certainly do.
To both.
I
Santa
want to see you.
Barbara.
I want to see you down there.
Yes.
I didn't know there was front row. I just heard tickets.
They're
No, front
front
row.
row, my friend.
Front row.
For you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You come roaring back into our lives, into our studio.
They have to be strong listeners because I like to do the Garth Brooks where I fall into the audience and they carry me through. So if you're a fan and can bench press 165, come on see us.
Have you lost weight during the pandemic?
I fluctuated like everybody. I think
You look thinner.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I mean, you've always been thin.
Well, I don't know about that, but I did enjoy cooking during pandemic, and that can be healthy cooking.
Okay.
Los Angeles has such incredible produce and such incredible food, and there were a lot of restaurants that were struggling. And one of the things that they would do is they would sell like garden boxes where they would sell fruits and vegetables and the things that they couldn't get onto the plates at their restaurants. And so I'd get these big garden boxes delivered to my house, and I'd say, well, what the heck am I going to do with that? So I did the masterclass cooking lessons. I don't know if you heard of those, but there's a Thomas Keller and an Alice Waters, and I found it to be very similar to performing. It's cooking is like mixing a song. You don't know what that weird looking vegetable is going to be.
Right.
Then you add a little heat, you add a little oil, a little garlic. What do you know? You made ravioli.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my gosh,
it's
that's
very
so
and then
cool.
you get to give it to somebody, which is very similar to music. So
Do you find that it's like cooking requires the same confidence that you have when you go on stage, where it's almost just like
definitely.
I don't know what I'm doing, but if I pretend I do, it's going to happen.
Well, you just like performing, you kind of start slow. You do your prep work,
Right.
and then all of a sudden the heat is on.
Okay.
And you got to you're going by the recipe, but then you got to go by your instincts and your smell and your senses, and it's a little bit similar to performing where you've done your training, you know what you're doing, but then each night is going to take you into places that you have to be ready to expect the unexpected. And that's the same for when I burned my chicken.
Josh Groban with us now. Your shows are incorporating a lot of your personality, so you get a chance to show off your acting skills.
I'm
all
not
your
sure any
musical
characters
skills.
will be coming out. Well, all the personalities will be coming out on stage.
Yeah, because some comedic skills, and then you're also having people join you.
Exactly. Yeah. These concerts. I released an album called Harmony during quarantine. Don't recommend releasing an album, by the way, during a pandemic.
Oh, okay.
It's always fun promoting from your bedroom. But this is our first time out on a live stage since that album came out, and so our excitement to just jam, to have so many members of my band that have been overseas and whatnot coming to join us again. It's going to be a combination of new songs, of songs that people have loved for a long time, some very, very special guests, Preservation Hall Jazz Band, who
no way!
who I've loved forever. And
Me
they
too.
absolutely, there will be no roofs on these venues, but they will blow the proverbial roof off the house. They're going to be coming out as our support. I'm sure there'll be a couple of songs we do together. For my fans who've been with me a long time, my dear friend Lucia Micarelli, who has been an incredible force on my stage, plays violin and sings. She's coming out as a special guest. Ellery Ward, a wonderful new singer-songwriter. So what we love to do on these summer concert shows is we love to introduce my fans to new artists. We love to go out and sing songs that maybe the fans haven't heard before. It's loose, it's fun, and we're just going to sing with even more gratitude for what we get to do and love to do than we've ever had before.
What a great way to do it. Under the Stars, 27 cities.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, wait a minute. I knew about the two.
Okay, Santa Barbara, and then the group. Well, you kick off in Detroit on June 17th.
Yes.
And then you are doing 27 cities.
Yep.
I feel like I'm pitching you this.
Yeah, go on. What else?
You
What
have
else is
amazing
happening?
acts joining you.
Yes.
Besides the ones that you just mentioned, we have some surprises for you as well, Josh Grogan.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Oh, my.
We'll be figuring those out as we go, city by city, for all 27.
You've got surprises for me.
I guess.
Oh, great!
Let's
I
talk
can't
about
wait.
surprises though. So you did Radio City, and you actually you
Yes.
brought up some surprises. Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
Let's
Oh, my gosh.
Let's go back to the
Yeah.
Radio City.
Well, Radio City was kind of our amuse-bouche to our summer tour.
Yeah.
We were so honored that Radio City basically said, "Take the stage, do whatever you want." Those fools, and it's a big stage. And Radio City is a big venue. It's 6,000 seats, and so it's a very big venue to make intimate. But they said basically make a variety show, do whatever you want, use your comedy, invite special guests, have surprises. So we crafted a show that could only be made at Radio City, utilizing their elevator system and all the other things. And we had Cyndi Lauper, Rachel Brosnahan. For hockey fans, Henrik Lundqvist came out and did a chat and did a song with us. My friend Danae Benton. Some just incredible people came out. And
Rita Wilson.
And Rita Wilson,
Oh
of course.
my God,
yeah.
I love her.
So we had an absolute blast, and we filmed them, and so we'll be seeing what happens with those in the future. But that was to feel that audience. LA love is incredible. New York love, tougher, a little bit of a tougher crowd in New York. So when you because LA is my hometown, so I always feel like there's the love here when I come here.
Yeah.
New York, if you're an LA kid, is a very intimidating city to start performing in. I'll never forget when I first played Radio City when I was like 19. And, when you start to feel like you win them over and they give you that support, it's a forever support. So we wanted that show to be a real love letter to
That's
them.
some good fuel.
awesome.
That's some amazing.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
you actually got behind the drums again.
I did. I dusted off the old sticks. Well, they said I could do whatever I wanted, so it was
Yeah,
a little
so you
self-indulgent. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Yeah.
well, so the first thing I said was, well, can we do drums? And they're like, yeah, of course we can do drums. I'm like, well, can we have the drums come up on the giant $1 million elevator system and have fog? Yes, we can. So I had my Garth Wayne's World drum moment on stage, and it was a blast. We had my percussionist Daniel Sadownik and my drummer Kaz Rodriguez, who, if you follow him on Instagram, he's just unbelievable. We did kind of a drum off on stage all 3 nights.
That's so cool.
And I dusted off the chops.
cool.
It's been a while since I played, so it was fun.
He's a regular Travis Barker type. On the
That's
drums.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes,
Did
that's
you
it.
go shirtless and
Yeah,
all sweaty?
sure, absolutely. Give the people the chest hair. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, the last time that you were in person in studio, you were hugely into Game of Thrones. You were invited to, tour the set. Have you
I
found?
remember. Yeah, I got Game of Thrones Oreos.
Yes.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
delicious.
See, and we did notice that. I think on your Instagram, that was more of like a keepsake, and then I think on your Instagram,
I think you ate them.
The
Yeah.
funny thing about food is that you really can only keep it so long
Oh.
unless you plasticize it. It's one of those things where I would love to keep it, but after a while, just
I hear you.
the rats get in.
Yeah. So you tried
but,
them.
But now the Game of Thrones Oreos live in me forever.
There you go.
Yeah, so
And is there a new show that you are now geeking out on?
So I'm always late to shows. But
Okay.
But then the good news about that is that I get to binge 4 or 5 seasons.
Yes.
And so I have my 2 shows that I've been absolutely obsessed with are Better Call Saul, because I loved Breaking Bad, and I loved Breaking Bad so much that I was thinking, I know I love Odenkirk, I love the Saul character, but that show was so incredible. I'm not sure I want to go into spin-off land with that. I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's so great. I think it's come back now for
Yes,
a
it
final few
has.
episodes. And Ozark is another one that I've been obsessed with. It's really, really dark, very twisted, and just really, really, really good. Yeah. And there's a new show that I'm really excited to watch. Maybe you can help me with the name
Severance
of
on
it.
Apple.
Oh, Severance! I really want to see
Yeah, yeah,
Severance.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
I've heard is
Good.
incredible.
Yeah.
really good.
But there's another show where like kids in Japan, they go and they take little trips by themselves for the first time.
Oh, I've heard of this and I can't remember the title.
I can't remember it
Yeah.
either. Your listeners will know the title, but I
Yeah.
see the little picture every time I go on Netflix
Yes.
of a little kid with like a little suitcase.
Yeah.
And they're only 10-minute long episodes. And I have a feeling that's going to be my new favorite show.
I have a feeling it is too.
It's called Old Enough.
Old Enough.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have to get into that. I want to do that. I'm going to put that on my list.
That'll be like the salve to the Ozark. You know,
I
like
know.
don't watch that before bed. Watch a
Yeah.
little Old Enough. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, Ozark. I guess Jason Bateman said
Yeah.
he was sorry that he ended it. Like he has regrets.
Well, there's only so many places a show like that can go.
Yeah.
It's like Breaking Bad in that way, where it's like
Right.
how many layers of problems can you have
Yeah.
before it just starts to stress everybody out to the
Yeah.
point of no return. So no, you'd like to see just a little bit of a bow. You want to see them stick the landing a little bit.
I'm glad you brought up Better Call Saul because I'm like you, Breaking Bad, my favorite, in my opinion, the best series of all time.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't do Better Call Saul because I don't want to ruin.
I know.
Right?
Friend,
you can. Dip
friend,
your
let me
toe
tell
in.
you.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
It is different. It's different in tone
Okay, got
to Breaking Bad. And Odenkirk is so nuanced as an actor in
Yeah.
this, and he's so funny and so heart wrenching, and his dramatic stuff is incredible too. It's a totally different storyline, so you don't have to have watched Breaking Bad. It helps, but then if you have watched Breaking Bad and you are a fan of Breaking Bad, there are Easter eggs
perfect.
of characters and things like that will
love that.
reward you. It's really, really good.
And I'll
I
tell
very
you
much
how
recommend it.
big a fan of Breaking Bad.
Oh, man.
2 weeks
you wouldn't
ago,
even believe it.
I'll have you beat. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay,
no,
this is
I'm
a
sure you
fan
will.
off.
I'm sure you will.
Fan off.
Okay,
I'm sure
like
you
a
will.
drum off, Ryan.
That's
You
it.
go first.
That's right.
2 weeks ago, I did something I've never done in my life ever. After the show, Brian and Aaron have that tequila Dos Hombres.
Oh, that's right.
And they were at I can't remember
Cranston and Paul, for those listening.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian Cranston.
Yeah, it was over at the House of Ambrose.
House of Ambrose. They had a tequila signing, a bottle signing in the studio, and I went outside after the show and I just stood in line like a good little boy, and I went in and I met them.
Yeah.
And it was the best day of my life.
Oh my God. What
Having
can be
them
better?
both together.
Having them both together and tequila?
And signing,
All
yeah,
right, you
signing
might
the
win.
bottle.
That's pretty great. That's pretty awesome.
Well, but here's the thing that happened while Ryan was in line. He was physically shaking.
no,
Yeah.
no.
And
I
then
was.
crying.
I
Like his
wasn't
eye.
crying.
Oh.
Ryan, those were tears.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Josh,
were they,
can you
did they? But I mean, did they comfort you? I feel like
They
those,
did,
they're
in
two
fact.
really nice guys.
They are. And in fact, okay, so Aaron Paul's mom works in radio in Idaho.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
Yeah,
talked
big
about
Idaho
that.
family. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston is a big fan of KOST and actually
Right.
was trying to audition to do to be on KOST. I have a
kidding.
video of him saying,
No kidding.
KOST 103 PM.
Yeah, sure. He's got a good radio voice.
He sure does.
Yeah. I bought the A1A car wash sign.
You.
What? Okay. All right, Josh. You know what? You're like egging Ryan on. Like, yeah, this is a great experience. I can't.
It's
and
not
then
signed.
you just
It's not
dunked the ball.
signed, but it is
you
hanging
dunked
in
the
my
ball.
apartment.
Have an A1 day, Josh.
That's right. Sorry.
That was beautifully executed, Josh.
I overpaid if it makes you feel better, but you know.
Oh, Lord.
I love that. Okay, well, we have a game for you to play. If you're game to play a
I'm
game, are you
always
game?
game, Ellen.
Oh, good. Okay, this is Groban or
Yeah.
no ban. So if it's a Groban, it's
Yeah.
true. If
Okay.
it's a no ban, it's false.
Got it.
Ryan, do you want to start with the first one?
Groban or Nobin?
Ready.
Your favorite screw it meal when you don't care is the Monte Cristo sandwich at Blue Bayou inside Disneyland.
Oh, I'm gonna. You know what? It's been a while since I've been at a theme park, but I'm gonna say Groban.
Oh, okay.
That's. I think I said that in an interview somewhere a long time ago. It's a big screw it meal because you got to buy a ticket to Disneyland, you got to go do the
Yeah,
thing, you got to
it's
get a reservation,
expensive.
you got to do it. But there is no more decadent meal than a Monte Cristo, and nothing better than the smell of that ride water.
Oh, yeah.
To,
It's bromine.
You know they sell
wafting
candles
through the air.
It's
Do they?
scented candles that are just like the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fandom that's a Disney fandom I will never understand. That's
Groban or Nobin.
Yeah.
On show days, you love to drink cold apple juice.
Yeah, that's a Groban.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what does the apple juice do?
It tastes delicious. It's a
Yeah.
very you know, it's one of those things that like cuts through. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I'm like very excited about my apple juice here. You know, for not to get gross, but you know, for us singers, you know, we don't like to eat anything that causes the gremlins in the throat.
Right.
And so apple juice kind of like cuts through all that, and it's got a lot of sugar, which is really good. It's one of those drinks that kind of gives you a little boost, but doesn't give you caffeine jitters, and doesn't like give you stuff.
And does it take you to your childhood? Like
And
when
it also
yeah.
and it also gives me a little childhood nostalgia.
love that.
Yeah, at the same time, juice box is all you know, all of that is juice boxes.
All right, Groban or Nobin?
Yes.
You, Brolin, Gad, and Dumel. All right, all Joshes.
Yeah.
You once performed as a barbershop quartet named We're Just Joshin'.
I wish this were a Groban, but no, this is regrettably a no ban. But I will say, you know, the annual Josh fight is about to start. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Tell
is,
me.
Well, last year there was I started getting my DMs were blowing up with Joshes, random Joshes from across the world saying, "Are you in, bro? Are you in for the Josh fight? There can be only one." And I just thought they were trolling. So I was just like, no, stop making fun of me. I can't pick my name. And apparently there was this real Josh fight in like a field somewhere. And they had like Nerf noodles. And it was all very sweet and very lighthearted. And then this little kid, Josh, this like 9-year-old Josh, was the winner. And so the rest of us Joshes had to, of course, bend the knee and relinquish our Josh title for this kid. But his throne is being challenged this year. There will be a new Josh fight. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but
You're on tour, 27 cities. So
I'm sure Gad will be there. Yeah,
Gad will be there. Okay, Groban or Nobin, when you were a kid, you were often ridiculed for your deep love of cafeteria beans.
Yes, as the song goes. Yes, I'm a baked beans fan. I always have been. My dad got me into them because we used to barbecue, and I wasn't always a big meat eater, but I was like, but I'll take an extra scoop of those beans. And yes, I you know, I always all the cafeteria foods that everybody was like, do I have to eat that? I always loved them. I don't know what it is, but I've always loved them. But yes, no, I did a song. Bush's Baked Beans asked me to do a very irreverent, very fun and silly song for them, which of course I jumped to, and I said in the music video, "Can we have a little kid with a beard that gets made fun of in the cafeteria?" And that kid, speaking of front row, that kid was in the front row of one of my Radio City shows. I was able to give him a shout out.
Front row. There's the front row theme.
The beans will get you there. Yes.
I don't know if you've noticed what we've asked you to sign today.
I have noticed. Yes, I've got some baked beans here to sign with a Sharpie, and I will chuck them into my audience.
We are collectors.
Yes. Come for the song, stay for the concussion.
All right. Groban or Nobin? You recently built your dream treehouse.
Oh, that's a Nobin, but again, a regrettable Nobin. I wish. I have all the Tashin treehouse books. You know, I watch all the treehouse shows on HGTV and all that. I had a little kind of jungle gym treehouse in the backyard growing up, just a little kind of splintery little cabin, and I would escape to it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that as an adult. I think you need sometimes you need a little place to go and just, you know, collect your thoughts. So you've just inspired me to turn that Nobin into a Groban.
We did it. We did a treehouse.
You did? Oh yeah,
you have one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want to tell you. You'll get so jealous.
I will.
I mean, you're going to be really jealous.
Really?
We even have the bucket on the pulley.
Oh, come on.
You can pulley up the beers or anything you want to drink.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the stair step, right? Yeah. It's got a proper door.
Oh, my God.
And then
no
there's a
for you.
slide that goes into the swimming pool.
Into this? Yeah. Right. Where's the invite? I feel like I will put some beans in your bucket if it gets me into your treehouse, Ellen.
Groban or Nobin?
Yep.
It's the famous game with Josh Groban.
One of my first concerts ever in Los Angeles was at the Greek Theater.
Oh, who did you go see?
I've got it. Sorry.
No, one of his own.
Oh, one of your own.
Yeah, I saw myself.
Sorry. You want to start over? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's good.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's an out-of-body experience. No, one of my first shows ever was at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles. We filmed it. We've got a live at one of my first ever PBS specials was live at the Greek. So to be back at the Greek Theater, it's an incredible venue, and it's one of my favorite places to go and see music in Los Angeles.
Yay.
Smell that bean breath.
Thank you, Josh.
By the way, just for the record, this is I don't know.
He goes one. 3.5. Hey, it's KOST 103.5.
Brian Cranston.
It's 5 minutes after the big hour, 5 o'clock here. KOST! Coasting you to a weekend you're gonna love! KOST Hombres.
What a proper ledge. Oh, and it's 5 minutes after the big hour. And it's KOST 103.5. It's here with Ellen K. He does that thing. Oh, man.
Have you ever had Portos?
Portos, yeah, sure.
Oh, you have?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious. There's always a line around the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
know-
went there for you.
We know
went-
you.
what?
Yeah. We know
Yeah.
you're a food guy. so-
Carbs?
Yeah, carbs. And you can or cannot
What
do
I
this.
did for carbs.
Here's your plate.
Oh, my little plate. Thank you so much.
This is the Betty Porto famous cheese.
Oh, come on.
But what we're going to ask you to do, you might.
Do you want me to
can
sign
say
him?
No. We wanted to just get a video of you biting into them
Oh, sure.
because it goes viral for some reason.
It goes viral? What's the is this the TikTok viral challenge that I've never heard
I
of?
mean, in a way, it is. Like everyone who's come in to bite into one, it's gotten all these.
You're
likes.
asking me to bite into a Porto's delicious sweet, and you're asking if I
you
if I
want to.
would, if I want to. Are you nuts? I mean, only one?
Well, you know, you can do it as many
Oh
times
my
as you want.
God! Oh, look at that! I mean, it's just you have to. Oh, and I can already feel it's just it's flaky on the outside, creamy on the inside. Oh, where's my lens? What am I?
Go to his.
Oh my God!
Flip it over this way. Wrong way, please. 1 sec.
It's heaven. Oh man, that is
Isn't that good?
so much for lunch. I had a salad planned. Screw that.
That's all over your sweater.
That's what it should be. I want, if your sweater is not completely covered in Porto's crumbs, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen K.
Yes, Josh, you
Thank
are-
you.